You're good for nothing. Didn't get anything. The network issue. Hey Siri, you're good for nothing. And it says this. It's nice to be appreciated. That's what is the AI which is available to us today. The most easily available AI which is there with us is Siri, or your Hi Google or Hey Google. And that's what is happening, because what is happening is it picks up the words. And AI today is more of a prediction model and not an intelligent model which does the decision making for us. We are more on implementing predictions, which is again logic based. But we need to move on from logic based to intelligence based. That's me for you. A lot of data. I am Aniruddha. I take care of IT at Prince Pipes and Fittings. But how much of data is out of this is relevant to you? How much of data out of this will actually make a difference to you? The last question, how much is true? I saw a lot of you taking photograph of this, but the last question, how much is true and validated? There's a difference over there. That's the reason I put up a lot of data on this slide for my introduction. What matters to you today is what content I'm not going to present to you, not who am I. So that's why, we've been talking about big data, a lot of analytics. What's more important over here is, let's get on to a place. We're talking about small data. We get into the niche where we're talking about the minute changes in data or fluctuations which we pick up and do a lot of business decisions. Again, we've been talking disruption. Technology is not a disruptor. Technology can be copied. But how business use technology and bring in the business logic is the actual disruptor. Every company is or will be a data company. I talk this because I come out of traditional manufacturing and I'm not a techie. Every company is or will be a technology company. Agreed, it's going to be there. Today, every house has an internet Wi-Fi. That does not mean that I call the house a Wi-Fi home. It's a home. That's the way we've been designed to think. And we feel every company, being a data company or a tech company, will disrupt the way it does business. No. We used to initially create Excel sheets, and we used to do the same thing in the Excel sheets. Now I have applications of products, and I'm doing the same thing in the product. Or even before Excel sheets, there was something which was paper-based. Have I changed the way I do business? No. I have just changed the tools which I use to do business. So think over it. We are designed to think in a manner that technology is disrupting business, but it is not. Let's get on to design thinking, empathize, define, ideate, prototype, test. I think all of you know this. What's more important is empathize. How much of empathy do you get into this? Now, I think all of you would have got one printout. You fill that up, you get good marks, there's a prize for it. The top 3 get a prize. So I think all of you have that. This is it. So on the last page is a marking sheet. So for example, for your question 1, your answer is A. In 1, you tick mark on A. And what I want is, at the end of all the answering, you do a totaling over here, saying how many tick marks did you get in 1, how many tick marks did you get in 2, how many tick marks did you get in 3, and how many tick marks did you get in 4. We can take 10 minutes to do this. Trust me, you'll get a prize. Anybody who does not have a sheet?
Going to be a very interesting.
I'm happy. Any questions, feel free to ask me. Do not think second time before answering the question. So you need to, put your answers in the last page on the answer sheet. I don't have a pen. I know I'm a technology laggard. I should have given e-forms. See, I have a timer on and I need to complete my session. So you guys need to be faster at this. Once you're done, please let me know. Yes, so in the sense? No, no. So, whichever one you choose, you put a tick mark over here. So if question 1, whatever it is, question 2, whatever it is, if you choose B, you put a tick mark on B over here. You know, in the answer sheets, I've jumbled up the letters. It's not A, B, C, D in a sequence so that, people are attentive when they put their tick marks. Normally, I'm not. I'm a very bad reader, so. I'm sorry about my cough. The Bangalore weather has been very good to me. Everybody's done? Are they that difficult questions? Or you're probably sitting for an exam after a long time? Yeah. You done? All done? So just also total out your column-wise tick marks. So if your column 1 has 4 tick marks, put 4 over there. Column 2 has 2 tick marks, put 2 over there. Column 3 has whatever 5, put that accordingly. I've done this myself, so I don't find it too difficult. Oh, you need a pen. You've got 2 more minutes. Done? How many more left? Can we start? Okay, let's go to the next thing over here. Do you have your totals ready? Yeah? We're on to the next slide. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, when you see 1 is your count of directing. When you do 2 is your coaching style. When you do 3, it's your supporting style. And when you do 4 is your delegating style. These are just total 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you put 5 over here. So these are specifically the leadership or your behavioral styles when you're at work. These are the data points for you as a person when you're at work, either working within a team, out of a team, with your boss, with your subordinate, with your reportee, etc. Tell me one thing, how many of you over here are leading teams? Almost everybody? Leading teams, or there are like 4, 5 people or 2, 3 people reporting to you. Almost all of you. What's your delegating score? What's your S4 score? How many got a 0? Or less than 5 or 4? You've got teams, right? And you need to delegate work. Yeah? How are you at delegating? Good, bad, ugly? How many got 0 and 4? Again, such a big percentage over here, right? And you guys are supposed to be leaders, managers, driving in a change. When you cannot delegate your work, how are you going to think? And how are you going to make your product or implementation think? So the point over here and the price over here was knowing yourself. You need to do a lot of introspection. And the day we get this in our products, in our implementations, we change the way we do business. That's why I did this small exercise over here with all of you. By the way, this is a scientifically tested organizational behavior model. And this is not something which I invented. Next is, how many of you know this? All of you? How many of you actually played with this? All of us. I've done, my kid does, he loves it. How many of you know the Lego 6-brick model? Yeah, anybody? So, these are Lego 4x2 bricks. And these are typically the standard Lego blocks which are available in most of the sets which you get. And in probably the highest number of these blocks are there because these help you to put everything. Now there was one exercise done, I am not sure which year, but they put in a computer algorithm to run and say, how many times can we place, in how many different ways can we place these 6 bricks? And they tried to find out a permutation combination. It ran for 6 days or 7 days. And the count which was finally out was 1.9 crore permutations and combinations. But later on they found it was wrong. There are many more ways to do that. How do I relate to you, your work, or AI and design thinking? Let's go on to the next slide. Yeah, all those who've taken pens, please give it after the session, otherwise I will get. Okay. So can we design systems to think? Yes, we can. Think is one of the block. Feel is another block. Because the way you think, that's the way you feel. The way you see and hear also designs a lot of things in your mind. And finally, the way you think, feel, see, hear gets you to say and do things. Right or wrong for every one of us? Right? What happens over here? Is this a clear emotional quadrant in the way we are wired or designed to think? All of you agree to this? Now, what's the most important thing out here? You. So there are 5 bricks, which are parameters outside, and there is one parameter inside, that is you. Now what do you do over here? Where do you place your you? Actually defines the outcome. If you're a strong thinker, you might overthink without doing anything else. If you are a strong feeler or emotional, you would be an over-emotional person. Same way, you see and you believe, you will be more on a data side. When you say you hear, typically in Hindi we say kache kaan ka. Whatever you hear, you believe and you proceed ahead. And finally, you say and do is your ego. Because typically, these 4 things make you to infer or get you to a thought process, and based on that, and you say and do. Now, if I place this you centrally in a balanced manner, that you can hold all the blocks together without them falling down. Now, when you're designing a product, a system, imagine getting that you in the right place. And what is the output that you can get? That's your AI. That's where you can reach. As simple as say, do, think, feel. You get. There may be many more data points, but this model with AI designed to think in a human manner will bring out the best model outside in the market. You know, Einstein used to teach in a university in Switzerland. One of the days, a couple of students came up to him and said, sir, the physics paper had the same questions as it was there in the last year's paper. He replied back, the questions are same, but the answers have changed. Exactly what Rohit said in the last presentation. Today, till date, we were implementing systems to make life easy. But now, we need to implement systems to disrupt business, the way we do business. Thank you.